What's the best way to warm up in Halo Infinite? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you my favorite way and one of the pros' favorite ways. But before we get to that, if you're new here, click that subscribe button and stay tuned for more Halo content. We stream live weekly, so be sure to check us out. Now, let's get into Halo Infinite. All right, here we are in Halo Infinite. And when we get to the home screen here, we're going to want to go to Custom Games, and we're going to go down to Create Match. And then here you're going to be able to select whatever modes and maps that you want. Now, for this particular warm-up, we're going to want to go to Mode Editor first. And we're going to go click on this. And we're going to click on the search function. So you're going to be provided with a whole list here, but we're going to want to go over just to the keyword box to make it easier on ourselves. And we're going to type in Aimbotz with a Z. So we're going to click this. You're going to get a bunch of different game types here, but we're going to select the first one. This is the newest one. This is going to be the one that you're going to want to select. So we'll select that for the mode, and then we're going to need to pick our map. So we're going to go same thing again. We're going to go down to search. We're going to go over to keywords, and we're going to type in Aimbotz again. Okay, so with that, we're going to pick Aimbotz V2. So we're going to select that, and it should look something like this. Now, this is the custom game setup that you're going to want to have. You're going to see the nice picture here to kind of tell you you're on the right thing. One thing to do too, if you want to use this from going forward, is you can go in, you can select mode detail, so click Y, and then you can bookmark this. So it's going to bookmark this to show you, and then we'll go back and we can do the same thing for the map that we're on. So we're going to go to map details, bookmark. I already have this one bookmarked, so we're good to go. But that's how you can do that as well. So from here, another thing that you may want to consider is that this is a custom game type, so people can join. So you may want to change your joining parameters to exclude people from being able to join until you're done warming up. So just a heads up on that one. You can do that within here. So you can just go to invite only, typically what I'll do. So let's select that, and let's go ahead and we'll click play. So we're going to let this load up here, but this is a game type that a lot of pros use to warm up. So you'll often see Formal on stream doing this. A lot of the other ones will do this off stream, but it's a nice game type in a lot of different ways here, where you have a lot of shooting that you're able to do. You have bots that are walking around. You have a lot of customizable options here, as we'll see in a second when we get into the game type here. But it's one that's just not for me. It's got a lot of great reviews. A lot of pros use it. So if it gets their sign off, it gets my sign off as well. So nice. We got a nice little starting animation here. So there's a lot of things you can do in here, but I'm just going to walk you through just the warm up portion of it. So we're going to want to walk into arena, and then we're presented here with an arena. So you'll look around, you'll see a bunch of different corners, you'll see some bags, you'll see a bunch of different things up top here. What you can do with these is that you can shoot them to make it such that they do something. So let's say I want to add some obstacles. All I have to do is shoot, and then the obstacles are there. Say I want to take them away again, just do that again. So you can do the same thing. These are all things that pertain to bots and what they do. So how high they jump, how many bots there are, and how fast that they move. So you can edit any of these to whatever your content is. You can also turn off descoping if you would like to. For me, I like to keep descoping on because that's how we play. And you can also select different weapons that you want to use. So let's just say I want to do beam rifle. Well, I can do that too. And I can just go over here. And then once we've picked everything, so once we've picked what we need, we also see that we have some equipment here. So any type of equipment you may want to practice with, you can certainly do that too. But for now, what I'm going to do is just something typical that you generally see if you're warming up. So I'm just going to add a couple bots in by this. You'll see them join to the side there, and then you're going to see yourself start getting shot. So they're going to spawn at all different locations here. Shoot at some.
Exquisite.
Like this. Right, your aim a little bit. That's D-scope, no scoping. Does get funny though, you get a bunch of medals.
but you'll see that they'll continuously spawn. Which is nice. So you'll be able to move around. Not taking it too seriously here, but just to show you what it looks like. Getting the medals, things like that. But there's a really good medal for just trying to get ready for some arena or something like that, where you need to get that shot, crispy a little bit. Now let me just edit some of this. So let's increase jump. Click that, and if we go back, you'll see that they start running. So this is just something that occurs. That popping with jumping mechanic there. You can increase it even further if you want to, but that's what that does. So that's we can add more obstacles too if we want to. Let's add some beams in. You can do all this type of stuff in here. And one other thing that's cool too is your shields are super strong here. You don't really have to worry about that, about dying or anything like that. One other thing too that you'll notice is that I haven't reloaded at all. And this is another feature kind of this playlist itself. So it's a pretty nice thing where you don't have to concentrate on loading. You're more concentrating on your aiming skills and getting ready to start out live. So definitely some cool stuff here. One of my favorites for sure. A lot of these movements that you'll see by the bots. So do get yourself ready for whatever game mode you're playing in. This is super helpful. Also, long range things, long range skills help out there. Take pot shots, control the walls that aren't there. This is just kind of what this mode is like. So definitely a cool spot. Very, very helpful to get the sticks filled up, especially if you haven't played for a while. It's like to get back into it. And again, all of these things are editable and choosable. Now, if you just get out of here, let's say I don't want to be here anymore. Get out of here. What you're gonna do? Hold down B, and you're taken out. So it's pretty cool game mode, guys. I'd say definitely give it a shot. Give it a bookmark. Also give some props to the people who created these. This is definitely a Forge type thing. So we want to give them props when we are able to, because of how much they do for the community. So big props to them for giving us something that's worthwhile to warm up in, and something that, you know, makes warming up a little bit less annoying and less chaotic as sometimes it can be with just the normal bots. You know, it's not as good of a warm up as you typically want, as you just want to fire a lot. So this is one of my favorite ways to warm up. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Definitely give it a look on Halo Infinite in the custom game menu. Give the guys a shout out. Appreciate you guys watching. We'll get you in the next one.